Do you know, Lake Mead is one of the few places on Earth where the dead do not stay hidden. When the water level drops, the lake returns bodies that vanished decades ago. Not as bones in the sand, but as a mystery that rises out of the desert, untouched by time. People call it a haunting without ghosts, a place where history floats back to the surface. Year 2022, Boulder City, Nevada. The drought had reached a point no one expected. The shoreline cracked into pale dust, boat ramps stood high above dry ground, and Lake Mead shrank back into the original canyons that once carried the Colorado River. Tourists walked across places that had been underwater for more than 40 years. Two friends, exploring the edge of Hemingway Harbor, looked for shells, rusted metal, anything unusual left behind by the falling water. What they found was a barrel, half buried in mud. The metal looked old. One of them brushed the dirt from the lid and saw a hole. Inside lay the preserved remains of a man, collapsed forward in the drum. His clothes suggested the late 1970s or early 1980s. The coroner confirmed a gunshot wound. It was not a mystery piece placed there for tourists. It was a homicide sealed in metal and dropped into the lake when Las Vegas grew into the desert. The lake had guarded it for decades. Days later, hikers near Calville Bay found another set of human remains, exposed by falling water. Then a third near Boulder Beach. Nothing about these discoveries was supernatural, but everything about them felt unreal. The lake behaved like something alive, revealing stories people thought would never return. Visitors arrived to see the places where the dead had risen. Some walked quietly on the dry bed, staring at the empty boat slips that once floated on deep water. They said the lake felt heavier than a normal place, like something weighted beneath. Rangers explained the truth simply. The lake preserved bodies because the depth, darkness, and temperature slowed time. The water protected secrets. The drought uncovered them. Investigators reopened cold cases, looking at missing reports from the era when Las Vegas expanded rapidly. The coroner studied shoes, zippers, stitching patterns, and compared them with period clothing to date the discovery. A life ended, hidden by water. Now the sun exposed it again. The reason all of this happened is a piece of American history. Hoover Dam, begun in 1931, flooded canyons, river settlements, and created the massive reservoir known as Lake Mead. People celebrated progress, electricity, and growth. They did not think about what the desert would bury. The lake became a silence over the past. When the drought pulled the silence away, the dead returned. Lake Mead is not haunted by spirits. It is haunted by truth. When the water drops, history moves again. The ghosts are not shadows on the shore. They are real people who were lost, forgotten, and found by accident. The past refuses to stay buried forever. If this story pulled you into the deep, rise slow. Another secret waits in the next Spooky Earth video, before the desert covers its history again.